Hey guys, Stacy here, We Grow Again. So we did a video yesterday on transplanting sage, peas, and my nephitis plant. I forgot to do a video on transplanting my sage when I did it, but take a look at my transplanting of nephitis, and I do it the same exact way for everything, guys. Pick all the dead off of your leaves first. Now, when you first want to transplant your plants, this is already transplanted, we're good, we watered after with nutrients, and we're good to go on that. So I'm going to separate these two peppers. Now, usually I grow 1 pepper per cup, but I put 2 peppers in here because these are my own peppers I saved from a green pepper I had, and they sprouted. So I just wanted to show you that, and they're really, they're small, so they really should not be transplanted at this stage, but they're growing a second set of leaves out of the middle already, and I just got to be really delicate at this stage. Now what I'm going to do is put them in their own separate pot, and that's why I'm transplanting. So let me put this jade in here. I'm transplanting a few things for you guys today. One on vegetables, these are herbs, and then I have a jade here, which is a succulent plant, and then a citranella that I'm going to transplant. And this is what I do for everything. And all you got to do, guys, is make sure you water your soil all the way through first, the day of transplanting. Take your pot, make sure it's nice and clean, washed out, drainage holes at the bottom. Now come over to your soil. I've been using Coco Loco mix right here with my jungle growth, and it's been working so good. I'm so happy with the two of them together. So what I've been doing is putting some of this jungle growth on the bottom, and I'm layering it. Now, if you have to add perlite, which perlite is this little white stuff in your soil, and it just helps aeration and, puts air around the roots to make your plants nice and happy. Now, this jungle growth potting mix has nutrients added into it, like Miracle Grow does, but it also has natural compost in it as well. And there's no, byproducts in it, as they would say with food. There's no additives, no weeds in there. And I just put a layer of this on the bottom, a couple of inches, and then I put a couple of inches of Coco Loco in the middle. And this Coco Loco soil, guys, is awesome for potting mix or in the ground gardening. I top all my gardening plants off with both of these. I started using this one, but I've been using Coco Loco for years. And it just has coconut coir in it, bacuano bacillus, which is a natural beneficial bacteria your plants need in your pots, especially in your pots, because pots are going to need more nutrients than in your soil, in the ground. Okay, so once you got your 3 layers, I topped it off with my jungle growth, and these are in a Coco Loco already. So just flip your plant upside down. Now you have 2 plants here, so you can tell the roots on these guys are not very big at all. So they're really going to probably get stunted on me, but that's okay, because we're going to give them some nice healthy nutrients, and they're going to be happy. They're in their own container, so they have plenty of room to grow. And just flip your plant over, stick it in the center, and give it a push down on all the sides, the middle. Just be careful you're not breaking your stem or any roots. And then you shouldn't be having to worry about stunting or anything like that. So we got our plant freshly planted up, and what you want to do after that is mix up your nutrient solution. I got some neem oil and some Dawn soap in there too. Help with any bugs that might have been in the soil in my bags. Sometimes the bags from the nurseries or the garden centers tend to have bugs in them, which is okay. It happens. And just fill up your other one. If you treat with the neem oil and your nutrients after, it really helps to prevent pest infestations from the gardening soil that you're putting in from the bags. And it also helps with giving your plants the nutrients it needs to grow healthy. And that's it. Just put a couple layers, and then I'm going to end, like I said, with my jungle growth mixture that has them added nutrients in there. There's a bunch of compost in this stuff. Take a look at it. It looks so good. It's like really, really thick. So you would have to add perlite in here if you weren't mixing it with a Coco Loco. My Coco Loco has tons of perlite in it. You can see how light and airy and fluffy this is compared to how dense this stuff is. if you can see that. Make a hole right in your center, just like that. Push your soil to your sides. Let me get this big sage out of the way. That would help, right? Take your plant. We got this little beautiful plant. Make sure your roots are spread out. This way it knows it can, you know, spread them roots down deep. Get them roots down in there deep, right? We want our plants to be happy and healthy. Just give it a press. If you got to add a little bit more soil, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to add some of both, actually. Just scooped a little bit of both. And I'll add it. You can see this jungle growth has like wood chips in it and stuff. So just break them down. You know, I don't like big chunks in my soil for my plants because it's just, you know, sometimes it damages the plant itself when I'm pushing this down. So I make sure to be careful of them little wood chips in there. You can break some stems. Give your plant good water. And you're good to go, guys. That's it. And I'm going to get these other two done. This is a jade. I want to show you how to transplant your succulents in case you have succulents too. I picked this nice pot out and I cleaned it up. I don't know what it is. It's ceramic, but it's really pretty. So I am going to fill it up and transplant my jade. You know, when your plants get that big and that top heavy, you really want to put them in a bigger pot. And you just want to go an extra size up. You know, you don't want to do anything too crazy, guys, because they're just going to be lost in it like a 5-gallon bucket if you put a plant this size in there. So just go like a size up. You can see I stepped it up a little bit. Flip your jade or whichever you got upside down. You can see I do this for everything. Stick it in there. Don't bury your jades any more than what they were in their previous pot. Succulents are tender and very delicate, so just be careful. They are hardy though, so they come back. If you break leaves, that's fine. You can actually propagate jades by their little leaves. I have plants that I started off of these little leaves, and that's pretty cool. And this jade should really be planted in a succulent soil mix. But I'm going to give this a try because I had my last jades in this Coco Loco soil, and I just backed off on the watering quite a bit, guys. So I'm trying the jungle growth so it can feed the jade plant too. Jades are like, they're kind of different than regular succulents. They're kind of hardy. They can take a lot of pressure on them and just beaten up. You know, I beat my plants up like crazy. And just give your jade, if you haven't touched anything or broke anything, you can give your jade a water. If you broke any leaves off or exposed any of that stem or roots, broke any roots, hold back on the watering for a couple of days and your jade will be fine. If you live in a high climate like Florida, like me, and you don't really know how to work with jades yet, I recommend you sticking to my succulent soil mix, and that's it. Don't do what I did because, you know, you can rot your plants out really easily if this soil is not right. I don't use this soil for any other of my succulents but my jades. Like I said, I have my jade in this Coco Loco soil mix before I pushed it in the succulent soil mix, and it rotted out in the succulent mix. So that's why I'm going back to this. It just did beautiful in the Coco Loco outside because our climate's hot and Coco Loco dries out really fast outside. So if you're planting outside, don't put perlite in your soil. You know, you already have tons of perlite in your soil in both of these bags, and you don't want to be putting more perlite in. Then you're going to have to water more, if that makes sense to you. We're going to give it a mix for my citranella. I'm going to finish this video up for you guys in a minute. Like I said, just give your jungle growth on the bottom, Coco Loco in the middle if you're using 2 kinds of soils. And this jungle growth is for vegetables, herbs, flowering plants, you know, any kind of plant. Look at the root ball on this, and I knew this was ready. This is all together. I mean, this is crazy. This had no root system on it. This was a cutting. This was actually a cutting on a citranella plant I lost due to overwatering from being in Florida. You know, it just happens here. We lose a lot of plants. If you're a gardener in Florida, you definitely know about the heat and the humidity and the crazy, crazy, crazy weather we get here. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's still 96 degrees. I'm supposed to be planting all my fall garden and getting everything in the ground, and I still can't plant my peas outside or any of my lettuce because my lettuce is just wilting away to nothing. And lettuce actually bolts in over 90 degrees or 85 degree temperatures. Lettuce should be planted in 70 degree temperatures or 75 at the most in the fall. Just like peas and other cool weather crops. Broccoli. Till next time, I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye-bye.